Coming to you from SEC Media Days, we'll be catching up with different players all throughout the week and catching up with Harold Perkins from the LSU Tigers. What's up, Perk? How are you, man?
I'm good, man. How y'all doing?
We're doing good. You are a Houston native, so always good to talk.
Oh.
You call yourself a New Orleanian? What do you call yourself?
New Orleans.
I'm from New Orleans.
Okay, so you're like me. I grew up in New Orleans, but I moved to Houston.
Yeah.
You went to high school in Houston?
Yeah.
Cy Park?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good to know, though. You don't claim Houston. You claim New Orleans still.
Nah, I ain't gonna say I don't claim it, but I'm from the city. That's where I'm from.
But
all that.
you like me. We claim both.
Man.
Now I went to Rummel, so we had Jamar Chase. We got a couple guys making it up there. But fill us in real quick on that story. So your family, born and raised in New Orleans, but Katrina, right? Y'all
Right.
moved over?
Yeah. My mom had one down there. Really, all my family, to be honest. But my mom ended up staying. I feel that she felt there was a lot more opportunities in Texas, than Louisiana. Obviously as a kid, I didn't understand that. I was just so used to, just being with my cousins every day, because this what we did every day. You know what I'm saying? What we doing?
Yep.
We'll be right here playing the game every day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't really understand it at a young age. Why she wanted to stay in Texas and not go back to the city. But as I got older, I started to realize like everything happened for a reason.
Had you stayed in New Orleans, where would you have gone to high school, do you think?
Car.
Car?
Yeah.
All right. That's a powerhouse down there.
Nah, for sure.
Pretty strong. Let's talk a little bit about football for you, because obviously you jump on the scene as a freshman, make an impact already. I know they kind of moved you around in different spots to see where you can make the biggest impact. What was that kind of like going last year, playing some inside, playing some outside, kind of moving around?
It was fun for me. I enjoyed it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I just wanted to be in the role that I felt was best for me and my teammates. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about me, it's about the team, and that's what we needed last year. So,
Harold Perkins joined us here at SEC Media Days, and Blake Baker. You get him back into the program, and you saw what he did at Missouri last year. I mean, how much of a boost was that for you? Not only with what he's done there and what he was proven up there in Missouri, but also too, I mean, that he's got a special interest in your group.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Coach Baker recruited me coming out of high school. He came to watch me play in high school, so that was a memory that stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Once he had got hired for this job, so I kind of thought about that. He always told me one day that he wanted to coach me. You know what I'm saying? So it's finally happening. I'm excited about it. You know what I'm saying? I trust him. I trust what he's bringing to the table. He's a great guy, great character. Loves family orientated. That's something that I love. You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, when you play at LSU, you know that defense is going to be very much a priority for this team. How much did last year hurt you? Like where, you guys kind of took a little bit of a step back on that group?
I don't necessarily feel like it hurt me. You know what I'm saying? I necessarily feel like it was a learning curve for me. You know what I'm saying? I just got to use it as motivation. That's what we're doing as a defense. And we're using it as motivation, and God let certain things happen to certain people for a reason. So all I can say is watch out.
What's the transition been like with this defense? Because you mentioned Blake Baker coming in as the new DC, but a lot of new. I mean, you bring in Bo Davis on the D-line from Texas. Kevin Peoples comes over from Mizzou. Corey Raymond, the architect of DBU, is back. So, I mean, it's a lot of new pieces, so a lot of new adjusting on that defense, right?
Facts, but I also feel like those were the pieces that we was missing for the puzzle. I'm excited. Like I said previously, I'm just ready to get this show on the road.
It's so interesting too. I mean, you've built the sack totals are great and all, but really it's just about being an impact. And you've shown at times in your career you can cover a tight end or receiver down the field. You can play that outside, set the edge. You can get into the backfield for a tackle, for a loss, a sack, whatever. So I mean, the stats are great, but really it's just about being in the right place at the right time and making a play, right?
Right. That's how I feel. Like I said previously, I trust my coaches. You know what I'm saying, to put me in the right position possible. I trust the guys that I have around me every day with my team, and all of that in one. Watch out. We're going to be good. Trust.
Have you had has Caleb Jackson run into you at all?
Oh, yeah. Caleb, that's my dog. With him, I ain't gonna lie, I can't even explain it. He's been getting so much better, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy just to see how people start and then how they're doing, and you know what I'm saying. We don't know how he's gonna end up, but just to be a part, you know what I'm saying, of what he's doing, going against him every day at LSU is the best on best every day. So, yeah, watch out for Caleb for sure.
And then, of course, you got Josh Williams, who's like 47 years old back there. He's been there. I think he started when the school started at LSU. But no, it's great to have that because, man, he brings everything from toughness to hard running, pass catching, but run blocking too. I mean, or pass blocking. That's a whole nother part of it.
Yeah, that's something that I feel like Josh is amazing at. You know what I'm saying? And not even just that, just being the leader in that running back room. Because you know, obviously he's the older guy in there. He's the guy that everybody look to. You know, when things are going wrong. You know, just like I am. You know, I have guys in my room besides me, but yeah, I say Josh, he phenomenal player, great character, and even better teammate.
Again, we're hanging out with Harold Perkins here at SEC Media Days in Dallas. And, you know, normally whenever we ask players or coaches about, you know, huge primetime games, you'll say, well, we've got so-and-so in week one. But you don't know anything else other than huge primetime games week one right out the gate. Just how is that for you guys to start off with the last couple of years against FSU, but this year out in Vegas against USC?
You know, obviously we ain't had going back a few years, you know, from now, we didn't have the year we wanted to have, the years we wanted to have, you know, winning games, the first game. You know, obviously I feel that it's from an execution standpoint, you know. So we can't really, you know, do nothing about the past. We just got to move on and worry about the future. Got to do better with the execution standpoint, and I feel we're going to be good. It's really about, in any game, I feel the team that makes the less mistakes. So
EA Sports NCAA football going to come out here. I think, you know.
It's out today.
Days,
yeah. Go get that. It's out today.
Mid-afternoon. Have you gotten to see yourself on the game yet?
I played, I mean, I seen some clips, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never played with myself yet, but I'm looking forward to.
It's been a while.
How weird is that going to be? I mean, where you pick up the sticks and you're like, that's me.
It ain't going to be weird at all. I mean, I used to do this all the time as a kid. I used to, you know, make myself creative players on NCAA, on Madden, on WWE. So it was, you know, just games like that, you know what I'm saying, where you make yourself and you want to just live through those moments. So now that it's actually happening, I'm excited.
All right, I got my buddy, I got to say, you're sticking with number 4, though, right? We're number 4 again? Okay, because my friend bought a jersey your freshman year with 40, and now he's like, he's got the awkward 40 Perkins jersey, but 4 looks good. 4 looks good.
Just tell him rip the 0 off.
Yeah, it's true. So it'll be a little off center, but nonetheless. Talking with Harold Perkins, LSU linebacker here. One more for you when we talk about just the adjustments that you need to make. Where do you like lining up? Is it off that edge? Is it with your hand in the dirt, standing up? Like what? Obviously, you can do it all, but what do you ideally like to do the most?
I just like to get the ball out the quarterback hands, to be honest. I like to see and hear turnover. You know what I'm saying? I like the feeling when one of our guys on defense make a play and the ball comes out, you know what I'm saying, and you hear the stadium, you know what I'm saying? You can't even hear yourself think. Like, so yeah, I say that. Just getting the ball out so I can hear Tiger Stadium go dumb. You know, like that's one of my dreams, just catching the pick 6 in Tiger Stadium. So yeah.
It is funny, though. You made such an impact so quick on the scene. Like, it was a little reminiscent of a different position guy, but Tyrann Mathieu, that impact he had immediately at LSU, and just kind of do it all, kind of be everywhere, just wherever the ball is, you're there, right?
Yeah. You can repeat your question again. I
was just saying, like, just Tyrann Mathieu became such an impact guy. Like, is that how you feel you're out there? Like, wherever the ball is, you just need to be in there helping.
Yeah, that was my main thing, you know what I'm saying, just coming in as a freshman, you know, from day one. Like, I'm not going in there trying to do too much or be someone I'm not, you know what I'm saying. That never been me, that never been my character. I just wanted to come out and just be the best player I could be for myself and for my teammates. And that's why it got me here today, so.
Last thing for you, when you were not playing football, what's Harold Perkins doing?
Video games, I'm cooling with the fam.
Okay. How often you go back home to New Orleans?
I'll be out there every other weekend, you know what I'm saying, when I have time to. Obviously, we'll be busy with this football stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, anytime I have time to, I'm out there. If I'm going back down there for a funeral or something like that, I'm out there. But
you look a little more bowed up. You put more muscle on this offseason?
Of course.
What we doing?
Right now, I'm sitting at 220, 225. So.
Okay. You eating like a lot of grilled chicken and stuff?
Yeah, a lot of proteins, to be honest. Yeah, I've been eating a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
What's the cheat food? Raisin Canes? What are we doing?
No. I like McDonald's.
Really?
Okay.
Just
Shout out
McDonald's?
Ocho Cinco.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
eating McDonald's. Yeah, I'm eating McDonald's too.
So
I
you-
say McDonald's and Blue Store
Okay.
Okay.
and some crawfish.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
gotta have the crawfish.
It's a little. We get crawfish in Houston too. It's not.
It ain't
It's a
good,
little
though.
different. It's a little different.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you got to put the seasonings in the boil. You don't put it on after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They call it dusted. They dust the crawfish.
yeah. They be putting the seasoning on the shell. You gotta put it in the
No,
water.
man, yeah, you
or
got to
the
stir,
juice.
stir in the pot. Come on.
Yeah, you know.
He is Harold Perkins. Perk, thanks so much for the time. I really appreciate you stopping by.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
All right, we'll have more from SEC Media Days right after this.